Welcome back to another Alliance War for Loki. For the second war of this season, we are taking on KenOB. These guys have the most difficult defense to go up against in the entire game. They've placed first in Alliance War seasons many times over at this point, so we know we're in for a difficult war. Starting off, I am going to be taking Torch against Doom. You notice that I also have a Claire and a Magic on the team. This Doom has Aggression, Fury, and Strike Back, so if I'm going to be using a special, it's only going to be to kill this guy. He is a rank 3 6-star Doom, of course, but that's fine. I have my rank 3 Torch, and we are activating the pre-fight ability Flame On, baby. So the entire goal here is really for me just to minimize the amount of power that I'm going to be giving this Doom, because I don't really enjoy evading this guy's specials. I don't know about you guys, but I'm personally not a fan of it. So I'm going to, just try to stick to 3-hit combos for the most part, get the incinerates going on this guy, and try to minimize, again, just trying to minimize the amount of power that I'm giving him. He's melting pretty quick. If you notice, man, when you activate the pre-fight with Torch, that does some pretty good damage. And at this point, I know that if I just rip a 5-hit combo into Special 2, there's zero chance of this guy surviving. And honestly, didn't even need to throw the Special 2. I probably could have thrown it at the end of the last combo and been fine. But either way, here's the most satisfying part of the war, just being able to move through a whole bunch of already cleared paths. Gotta love that. I have 2 fights in this mid-section, and then 3 mini-bosses coming up. Now, this fight against Mr. Sinister, I'm actually going to be cutting out about half of it, because it is a very, very slow fight. Excruciatingly slow. It's ebb and flow intercept, which means I'm not really doing any damage unless I land an intercept on this guy, and I do go for a few intercepts to speed things up a bit, but of course, I don't want to push things too far. I mostly try to stay safe. So yeah, it's just one of those fights where I can't really deal that much damage to this guy, and he heals back a good portion of the damage that I am inflicting on him. I got clipped by the special one there. That's the only special one that I get clipped by. If you notice, my health is at 69% right now, and pretty soon here I'm gonna cut ahead like 2 whole minutes, and you notice my health hasn't really changed too much. Get a little intercept there, throw the L2, but I'm also never pushing him to a special 2. I want to keep him to the special ones. And when he throws the special ones, I'm also gaining 3 smolders, and those smolders increase my incinerate damage by 12% each. So here we go. There's the skip ahead. I'm still at 63% health. He didn't really miss anything. Just a very long, slow fight, like I said. So down to the last 20% here, down to the would-be assassins range if I was running assassins, but I'm not. I still have some points left out because I haven't been running suicides, because Torch doesn't really work all that well with suicides if I'm going to be using him for 4 or 5 fights of war kind of thing. So maybe I will have to pop some points in assassins or something. I'm not sure. Gotta think about that still, but either way, trying to get as many hits in here as I can, up to 27 of the smolders, and finally Mr. Sinister does go down. Alright, moving on to the next part of the war here. I have to reboost because there's one blank node between Sinister and Longshot here, and of course that one blank node caused me to have to reboost. Luckily, I wasn't holding anyone up, so they were able to move on ahead. Otherwise, it would have been a triple boost kind of war just because of that one blank node. How annoying is that, man? How on earth Kabam thinks that that's a good thing to throw in the game to just annoy the player base in order to suck up a couple of extra boosts or something like that. It's beyond me. But anyway, moving on, a little mini rant over. Moving on to this Longshot fight here. Now Longshot, of course, he's a Mystic champion, and he's just going to be feeding me temperature and smolders and all that stuff all throughout the fight. I'm trying to play it as safe as possible, so I'm fully blocking the special ones here. I do evade at some point, but there's a couple of reasons why I'm just fully blocking. One, it doesn't do that much damage. 2, it's giving me the heat charges and everything. And then 3, if I didn't already have the dexterity buff, it would prevent that buff and prevent any kind of Mystic Dispersion from happening. So you can see right there, I didn't have dexterity, so no worry of any kind of Mystic Dispersion or anything like that. This is still the intercept node, where I'm not really doing a whole lot of damage unless I intercept. But because this fight is going a lot faster than the last one, I'm not really too inclined to intercept this guy. I do it a couple times throughout the fight, but it's not really something that I'm going for as kind of a primary objective. Primary objective is just to keep things nice and tight, safe, and smooth. But yeah, we got the little intercept off there, so now I'm really pumping the damage. Have another few seconds on that. I thought about throwing the special 3 there, but I wasn't sure if it was going to kill him, and the last thing I want to do is push this guy accidentally to a special 2 or anything like that, so I just hold back, and we're going to finish things off here with just some regular basic hits. Just really keeping things super safe. I had an issue with this node previously, or this section, in a previous war, where you know, they gained some extra power, and it's just not even worth it. So that's all right. We're moving on to the minis now. Doctor Strange is up first, and I'm gonna go ahead and just heal up here a little bit, and I'm also gonna be popping the pre-fight abilities back. So flame on once again. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I thought that this was going to be the last fight that I was going to be using Torch for. You're going to see in a moment here that this is not, in fact, the last fight that I'll be using Torch for this war. But that's okay. Doctor Strange, kind of annoying. He's not a super difficult defender or anything like that, but he's a little bit annoying to fight. So the faster I can get through this guy, the better. So just starting out here, just melting them already, getting some good incinerate damage going. I try to bait out his special 1s, of course. Nobody wants to deal with this guy's special 2s, and at this point, I'm kind of just trying to keep baiting out the special 1s until he's at 0 power or kind of close to it. And at this point, I'm thinking, dude, I'm Torch. What am I doing? I could just finish this up real quick. He's already at 40% health. Let me just 5-hit combo, rip this L2. He's going to be stunned, and I can go in for another 5-hit combo, and this guy is going to drop. And he does. So there we go. Doctor Strange, all said and done with. Moving on. 2 more minis. We have a Dragon Man. If you guys remember, last war I took out a 6-star rank 3 Dragon Man. This happens to only be a 565 version of Dragon Man on the same node. Stunning Reflection, so I do not want to stun this guy. Polka Dot Power, so I need to get a debuff going on him in order to gain any power myself. And then I'm going to be relying on special 2s to do the majority of the damage. I made a little mistake there. I didn't punish the heavy, which I don't know why I didn't. Couldn't even tell you guys. But here we go. So I cycle once Claire to her poison phase, or whatever it's called. I cycle again on this next 5-hit combo. So now I have the incinerates, and now I don't want to cycle anymore. I want to stay in this mode. But I make a crucial mistake here, and I end up switching. Now you see, I have a debuff on myself, which is going to give me willpower healing. So I'm not worried. I definitely did not intentionally go back to the healing phase. I was really mad at myself for doing that. I really need to now cycle back around to the incinerates, and then, oh no, I accidentally parried. Everything still would have been fine, except I accidentally parried, and I was stunned for an eternity. I have maxed out Limber and everything, but the way this node works, if you get stunned, it's going to last an eternity. So yeah, I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's go in here with Torch instead, man. So pop in with Torch, and should actually be faster with Torch compared to Claire. It's just nice using Claire because it could save some resources if Torch is already hurt. And also, Claire can prevent the power gain buffs from happening and all that. But look how quickly Torch is just melting this fight. He really doesn't do much damage when hitting into your block, so I'm just letting him hit into my block, building up all those smolders. Don't have to worry about the stubborn global or anything like that. And this dude, he is toast, man. Send the L2, and he is not going to survive that. So much faster and honestly easier with Torch. The fight really isn't too bad with Claire either, but I botched it, man. I botched it in 3 different ways. So All right, moving on. We have Apocalypse for the last mini that I'll be taking here. He has Brute Force, and that's the big thing to pay attention to. Brute Force and Limber, so can't really count on the parry stuns too much, but that's okay. I don't really need to because I popped a Power Start 1 with Magic, and we're just going to lock this guy down in the corner. At least that's the plan. This is my first time fighting Apocalypse in War at all on any node. So I was a little bit worried, but, you know, practiced up. I'm holding back my combo for a second there just to make sure that he didn't even get to use a single special at all. And that way I can make sure I have 2 bars of power, drain him. We're trying to punish the heavy attacks quickly here just to keep the pace of the fight going. And, you know, at this point, he's got 0 power, and you guys know the deal. It's Magic. We're corner locking him. As long as I don't mess anything up too majorly here, the fight is basically under control. That said, there's always opportunities to mess up, and you are going to see a bit of a mistake here. I go for the stand-up intercepts, and I'm really not the best at them. I don't play Magic very much, so I don't even know the timing. I'm kind of just guessing the timing each time this dude's standing up and I'm going with Magic. So it's probably something I should practice more. If any of you guys have any tips on that sort of thing, any visual cues to watch for or anything like that, let me know, because like I said, I'm really just kind of guessing and saying, oh, I think this is a good time to attack. And you know, he does kind of slip out of my grips for a second. Fortunately, Limbo saves me right here, but yeah, honestly, it probably wasn't even worth going for, since the fight's so well under control that I could just keep baiting heavy attacks and kind of ending the fight that way. But I don't learn, and I keep going for the stand-up intercepts, thinking, yeah, Limbo will protect me. I didn't even have Limbo that one time, but that's okay. The fight is almost over, and that was really the only major mistake from fighting this guy. This fight's really not too bad with Magic. I felt pretty comfortable. As soon as you get him locked down, that's pretty much game over for this guy. So build up one more special 2 right here, and then I think I just finish things off with a special 1, since he's power locked and he's about to die and all that. So one more 5-hit combo into special 1 should do it. There we go. A bit of a slow fight. Apocalypse, pretty beefy, pretty tanky. He's and had that willpower healing going the whole time. So, but in any case, that is going to do it for this war. I was kind of bummed at myself that I messed up against that Dragon Man after taking him out last war, thinking that was going to be a very comfortable fight this war, and of course that's the one I mess up on. But in any case, KenOB does take the victory here, and that'll do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care.